Since the inauguration, we've created over 500,000 new private jobs, and if you notice, when the numbers come out, government jobs are going down and private jobs are coming up, and that's what really fuels the country. It's easy to hire people and pay them for doing something that maybe is not very productive, but government jobs are down, actually substantially down, and private jobs are way up, and these are the jobs that make money, create a better life. Meanwhile, we've reduced the number of federal bureaucrats by 84,000. So we got rid of 84,000, and I think the job numbers, you're going to see the new job numbers are going to be through the roof because of all of the different businesses that are moving into our country. And not just production businesses, autos and AI, but any business you can think of.
For generations, we've told Americans that if they work hard enough, they can achieve the American dream. But many young Americans have had this dream stolen from them. Their jobs were replaced by foreign workers as politicians and bureaucrats allowed companies to abuse the H-1B visa. But now, President Trump is delivering a new opportunity for young Americans. Through Project Firewall, they're taking action to hold companies accountable for H-1B abuse and ensure they prioritize Americans in the hiring process, recapturing the American dream for the American people.
Will not be a big priority for your administration, because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people
no,
here.
You don't. No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here?
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles.
The core mission of the Department of Labor is to foster, promote, and develop the welfare of the wage earners, job seekers, and retirees of the United States, improve working conditions, advance opportunities for profitable employment, and assure work-related benefits and rights. So tell me something. How does the Department of Labor achieve its core missions when it itself uses these four contractors that are on the screen right now to supply H-1B workers to achieve its goals? How does that benefit these Americans? How does that even bypass Project Firewall is what I'm trying to say. You know, here you are on the one hand, you're telling us that you're going to put Americans first using Project Firewall, and you yourself are using H-1B workers? That doesn't compute.
150,000 good jobs were created last month, and according to the White House, American-born workers have accounted for all of those gains. So what's happening here? The report also details the number of foreign-born workers has fallen by 543,000 since January. President Trump deportating illegal... Oh, I don't know. Let's keep going. All right, so native-born workers jumped more than 2 million in the same frame. What do you think is happening here, Larry?
Well, you've heard all the propaganda. You've heard how Project Firewalls are going to protect your future and put these kids, Generation Z, back to work. You've heard the president's creating jobs. You've heard all this stuff. What is the truth? Well, let's look at it. Because I track that foreign-born, native-born monthly, every month, except when the governor's shut down, of course. You can see here, native-born employment is going down. It went up a little bit, yes, it did. But it's trending back down now. Foreign-born, been steadily going up since the beginning of time. Went down a little bit, but now it's trending back up. But those numbers they talk about that are so good for month to month, or bad for month to month, depending on how you look at it, they happen down here. See this native-born? You remember that 830,000? Right there it is, 830,000. So the next month, it's down to minus 561,000 for native-born. Over here, they had this 348,000. There it is. Minus 467. Oh, back up to 50,000. You see how that's why I never refer to these numbers, because they're up and down. They got so much noise in them. I only use the long-term data from January 2007 to now. That's the only true way to get an accurate picture of what's happening. Anytime you want to research this data yourself, you can find it at guestworkervisas.com. You know, even though I don't stand a chance in hell, I'm running to be a United States Senator to replace Senator Cornyn, because nobody at any level is talking about putting Americans to work, is discussing how Project Firewall is being bypassed by the Department of Labor, is discussing by how Senator Cornyn and Governor Abbott are working to import workers every day to deprive Texans of jobs in Texas. And the same thing is happening for Americans in America. Nobody's talking about it. So I'm doing it, even though I know I don't stand a chance, because it has to be done. You can reach me at vbsenate.com. I could use some help, folks. I want to take this battle to them. Your future depends on it.